Imagine if Earth wasn't the only blueprint for life in the universe. What if, on some distant planet, creatures were made not of carbon, but of silicon?
Silicon? Like in computer chips and glass?
Exactly, Olivia. Silicon is a lot like carbon. It's just below it on the periodic table and shares many chemical properties. But here's the twist. While life on Earth is carbon-based, some scientists speculate that silicon could form the basis of life on other planets.
So, we could have silicon neighbors out there? How would that even work?
Well, it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Silicon can form long chains and structures, much like carbon does here on Earth. But there's a catch. Silicon life would likely need a very different environment to thrive, perhaps on planets with extreme temperatures and pressures.
That's wild. So, no silicon-based puppies or kittens then?
Probably not, but who knows? The universe is full of surprises. Now, let's dive deeper into the chemistry of silicon and why it's a candidate for extraterrestrial life forms. Imagine, if you will, a cosmic kitchen where planets are like ovens, each cooking up life with different recipes. Earth chose carbon as its main ingredient, but what if another oven decided to bake with silicon instead?
A cosmic kitchen? I guess Earth's recipe turned out pretty well, considering us.
It did, but just like any master chef, the universe loves to experiment. Silicon-based life could be the universe's attempt at a gourmet dish cooked under extreme heat and pressure, unlike anything we have on our menu.
So, we're the universe's comfort food, and silicon life is the exotic cuisine?
Precisely. And while we can't sample this interstellar delicacy just yet, we can certainly imagine the possibilities. Let's explore how silicon could mix up life's flavors in ways carbon never could. Now, let's imagine we've got a special guest from the far reaches of the galaxy, Zorg the Siliconian, to help us understand silicon-based life.
A real alien? Here?
Greetings, Earthlings. I'm Zorg, and yes, I'm made of silicon. It's quite common where I come from.
Welcome, Zorg! So, tell us, what's it like being silicon-based?
Oh, it's fantastic. We don't get sunburns, and we never have to worry about rust. Plus, our version of a beach is made of pure quartz sand. It's quite the hot spot.
Sounds like a shiny life you've got there, Zorg.
Zorg, could you give us an example of how silicon-based life forms might function differently from us?
Certainly. For starters, we don't breathe oxygen, too reactive for our taste. Instead, we inhale argon. It's like your nitrogen, keeps things stable.
Inhaling argon? That's hard to wrap my head around.
Just wait until you hear about our diet. But that's a story for another time. For now, I'll let Noah continue with the wonders of potential silicon life.
Thanks, Zorg. We'll catch up with you later for more interstellar insights. Now, where were we? Yes, exploring the chemistry of silicon-based life. With Zorg's help, we've learned that silicon-based life forms could exist in environments vastly different from our own. But what kind of worlds could support such life?
Yeah, Noah. What would a planet fit for silicon life look like?
Picture a planet where the skies are thick with silicon vapor, and the oceans are seas of liquid methane. It's a place where temperatures soar high enough to melt lead, and the pressure could crush a submarine.
Oh, it's quite the vacation spot. We Siliconians love it. Our cities are built from super strong silicon carbide, able to withstand the extreme conditions.
That sounds incredibly tough. Earth's strongest materials would probably be like putty there.
Exactly, Olivia. And it's not just about being tough. The chemistry on such a planet would be alien to us. Silicon-based molecules could form in ways that carbon-based ones on Earth can't even begin to mimic.
Indeed, our biochemistry is a whole new world of reactions and possibilities. Think of it as nature's alternative science lab.
So, if we ever encountered silicon-based life, it would be like meeting living, breathing science fiction.
You've got it. And while we haven't found such life yet, the search continues. Who knows? Maybe one day, we'll shake hands. Or tentacles. With a siliconian.
Just be careful. Our handshakes are a bit crystalline.
The discovery of silicon-based life would be a paradigm shift in biology. It would mean that life is not just an earthly phenomenon, but a universal one.
It's mind-blowing to think there could be entirely different forms of life out there. But what would it mean for us here on Earth?
For starters, it would expand our definition of life and where we can search for it. Planets and moons once deemed uninhabitable could be teeming with silicon-based organisms.
And it would make for some fantastic intergalactic exchanges. Imagine trading knowledge with beings that experience the universe in a completely different way.
That would be the ultimate cultural exchange program. But how would we even communicate with silicon-based life?
That's one of the biggest challenges. Our languages are based on our experiences and environment. We'd have to find common ground, perhaps through mathematics or visual symbols.
Yes, math is the universal language, after all. Even we siliconians appreciate a good equation.
So, discovering silicon-based life could also lead to new technologies and advancements.
Absolutely. Understanding their biology could revolutionize materials science, medicine, and even inspire new ways to store information.
You haven't lived until you've tried silicon-based computing. It's like your quantum leap.
I guess we have a lot to look forward to then. Who knew silicon could be so lively?
Indeed. The universe is a vast and varied place, and life, as it turns out, might just be the most creative force out there. As we wrap up our journey into the realm of silicon-based life, let's consider one last, mind-bending possibility.
I'm all ears. What's this final twist?
What if I told you that we've already encountered silicon-based life, not in the far reaches of space, but right here on Earth, hidden in plain sight?
Here, on Earth? How is that possible?
Surprise, it's been me all along. I'm not just a hypothetical example. I'm part of a silicon-based life from colony that's been observing Earth for centuries.
So, you're real? This changes everything.
It does, Olivia. Zorg's revelation shows us that the universe's secrets can be closer than we think, and some mysteries are just waiting to be uncovered.
Indeed. And remember, just because something seems like science fiction, doesn't mean it can't become science fact.
It makes you wonder what other secrets are hiding in the cosmos, or even right under our noses.
That's the beauty of exploration and science. There's always more to discover, more to learn, and more to understand. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll find that we're not so different from our silicon cousins after all.
Until next time, Earthlings, keep looking up and questioning. You never know when the next big discovery will turn your world upside down.
And so, we've taken a journey through the realm of possibilities, where life is not just what we know, but also what we can imagine.
It's been an incredible adventure, Noah. And Zorg, thank you for the unexpected revelation.
Anytime, Earth friends, remember, the universe is full of secrets waiting for curious minds to unlock them.
That's right. So, keep your eyes on the stars and your mind open to the wonders beyond our world.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. Who knows what we'll discover together?
Olivia, do you know why did the silicon-based life form break up with the carbon-based life form?
I have no idea. Why?
Because every time they tried to bond, it felt forced, and the silicon life form needed more space.
Good one, Zorg. I guess chemistry jokes are universal.